Howdy. Okay, I just wanted to do a short video on how I'm feeding my three sisters. Because, let me get this hose up here. Put some water down there to get the yellow jackets to come back. Because when that's got water in it, they swarm there. And I need the yellow jackets back. Anyway. So, check out the three sisters I got growing here. We got corn, beans, and squash. Got tassels starting to show up on the corn. Got our first silk here the other day. Yeah, look at them yellow jackets around the, of course they all, yeah, any water and they're there. Okay, but so, check out the silks. Woo! Purple even. I kind of cheated and pollinated a little bit, but from the tassel up there. Tassel is the male part of the corn. This is the female part of the corn. Corn plant has both sexes in the same plant. And then Cherokee Trail of Tear beans on Hopi Blue Corn with butternut squash in between. Okay, but we're talking about feeding. So if you notice here, like what we've got going on is in the center, there's just this clump of really massively just huge corn, right? That's 10 foot tall, 10 or 12 foot tall, that tallest corn is there. And if you notice, as you go out from that clump, you start getting some paling going on here. My theory on that is, since we cultivate mycelium, the mycelium network, and we're doing everything organically, no chemical fertilizers at all in here, no Miracle Grow, no nitrogen, nothing, all goat poop and composted hay waste, you know, and chickens. We work the chickens work everything. So that's what it's based in. We mix it with wood chips in these mounds. I don't know, the mounds are pretty much disintegrated, but anyway, so to feed this, because you can see it's paling on the edges too. Back to my theory is, I think that center mass is so dominant that it's pulling all of the nutrients from the outer areas and kind of starving the edges, right? So what I've been doing is I've been mulching and mulching and mulching. And this is the stuff that I'm mulching with. This is the stuff I was talking about, is goat poop and composted hay. The chickens have worked through. So I got this right out of the chicken pen. And it's got hot chicken poop in it, but not much. You know, just what was on this little bit on the surface. And the way I feed these is I just water this. You know, on a hot day like this, I'm not watering well, I am watering the plants, but it's not necessarily the best time to water the plant. It is, I think, but okay, so I water the compost. Like, I just seriously do this. I mean, if this stuff is just sitting on the surface with no liquid taking it down, it's not getting there, right? And I do it during the heat of the day because that's when most photosynthesis is going on. So when I'm watering that compost, it's basically producing a compost tea. Like, if you can see the runoff from this stuff, it looks like tea. Okay, so this is how I've been feeding it. Over here, let's look at a place where it's kind of started rebounding. See, I told myself this is a procrastination problem because I kept telling Naomi, I said I should get in here and do this before it gets difficult. I mean, piling the compost in here. See, can you? Hopefully, you can recognize the paleness in there. It used to be a lot worse, but I've been shoving that compost in all the rows and stuff because, you know, procrastination. So now I'm doing it when it's difficult instead of back when it would have been not as difficult, and watering it, and that's how I feed my three sisters. Okay, doing pretty good though. I mean, not bad for just all organics produced on the farm, wouldn't you say? I'm pretty proud of it. We've never grown anything like this. Woo, look at these over here. Look at these giant sunflowers. Those sunflowers are grown on hugelkultur. That was a trench that was dug for construction to run a line. And to fill it in, we filled it in with logs and forest debris and stuff, and then topped it with compost and dirt. And look at the difference. Okay, this row was planted first, and that was on just the clay mound from the trench. This row was planted second. It's in hugelkultur. Okay, that's the difference. Look at them. That's crazy. But yeah, and then we got Hopi Blue Amaranth. Those are Mammoth sunflower seeds, or not Hopi. This is Hopi Red Dye Amaranth. For some reason we got a lot of Hopi this year. Okay, so that's it. Feeding the three sisters. Look at that stuff. Ooh.